We've heard, Jimmy, about guys like Paul George or Jimmy Butler going to Boston to be that other star to be paired with Isaiah Thomas to close the gap with the Cavaliers. Is this a big enough move? You think this closes the gap with the Cavs and the Celtics now have a legit chance to go to the finals out of the East?
I think it's extremely close. I've heard some people say, oh, they're not there yet. They're still a piece or so away. And I get that. I mean, LeBron James is LeBron James, and Kyrie Irving is an absolute stud. And Kevin Love, while he can be a little hot and cold when he's on his game, I mean, Celtics fans know it. He absolutely killed them in the playoffs last year. So I can see the Cavs sort of being the 1A and the Celtics the 1B, but I think the gap is significantly closed. I do think that the Celtics, they've got some nice young pieces, and they're pairing them now with proven veterans and all-stars. And I just think it'll, like I kind of said, if they can gel early on, because it's not always easy early on gelling when you have a superstar or a star player come over. But I think if they can do that early on, I think they'll be fine. And when the playoffs roll around, I think Gordon Hayward, I think he had a strong playoff performance recently. And the Celtics going to the Eastern Conference Finals. Now they need health. Obviously, you saw what happened when Isaiah Thomas went down. But so does a team like the Cavs. I think the Cavs are maybe a little more top-heavy than the Celtics. I think the Celtics are deeper now than they were, and I think that if they can remain healthy, they can definitely give the Cavs a run.
Yeah, I would agree. I still think the Cavaliers are on top there, and it may not be as close as what you're saying, Jimmy, because I still do believe that the top three players, if the Cavs and the Celtics step on the court right now, the top three players are all wearing Cavaliers uniforms. That said, I do believe that the Celtics have closed the gap some. On that note, do you believe that the Celtics have separated themselves from, say, the Wizards or the Raptors or any other top contenders there in the East?
Yeah, I do. I do think that they I would put them as the second-best team right now. And that's not to say that the Wizards and the Raptors aren't any good. I like what the Raptors were able to maintain their core with, re-signing Lowry and Ibaka. I think that was huge for them. And I still think that if they can remain healthy, they're going to be a tough team. They always get the Celtics trouble. I do think the Celtics are better than the Wizards, although I know that series is extremely close. I want to see what the Wizards are doing with Porter. It sounds like he's going to be back, perhaps. So, but I do think the Celtics, with the signing of Hayward, I mean, this was the top free agent. This was, I would say the top free agent player in this, aside from Durant and the players that you knew were going to re-sign with their teams. But for players that maybe could have gone somewhere different, I think Hayward was a huge, huge get for the Celtics. So he's got to make them better. Celtics already got past the Wizards, so I would say that they're still better than them.